You need to feel the discomfort. You need to feel their pain if you want to create next level wealth creation ideas. And that's why you have to start by paying attention, like I shared in the video last week. Hey friends, welcome once again to this series where I'm sharing about how to create or generate next level wealth creation ideas to actually create wealth at the next level. Okay, I mean, at the base level, it's great to know how to save, it's great to know how to invest, it's great to know how to create value. But if you want to take it to the next level, you need to create next level wealth creation ideas. I started this series last week. If you're just catching up with this series, check out my video from last week on paying attention, because that's the first step to be able to begin to generate next level wealth creation ideas. Okay, and this week we're going to be talking about feeling the pain of the people, feeling the discomfort of the people. Before I start, I want to introduce myself. My name is Tale Alimi. I work in technology. I'm the CEO of a fintech company. I'm also a powerful advocate of mind transformation, getting the right mindset to create wealth and live an abundant life that God has called us to live on this earth. If this is up your alley and you want to live a truly extraordinary and an abundant life, then this channel is for you. So don't forget to like, to subscribe, and if this video adds value to you, don't forget to share with a friend and leave a comment and tell me how this video added value and is transforming your life, because when you do that, you help the algorithm to get this video to more people, and that is a way that you show that you support the work I'm doing to encourage me to keep doing these videos. Now, let's get into it. A couple of years ago, I heard the story of a lady who was a self-made billionaire called Sarah Blakely. I'm sure you've heard her story, or you can Google her if you haven't. She's the founder of Spanx. Now, Spanx is sort of like a shapewear brand, okay? It helps people to put their bodies together. You know, as you're growing older, and even if you're younger, it depends on what part of the world you're in, there are parts of your body that don't just quite sit right and might even affect how your clothes fit you and everything. And then Sarah noticed this problem. She noticed how uncomfortable she actually felt when she was a marketer, selling fax machines. And she actually said that she asked God to give her an idea that can really solve a problem for people, for thousands of people and all that stuff. And the idea dropped that she was uncomfortable with existing shapewear, and as a salesperson going all around the place, she needed to look, all put together and everything. And she thought about it, why don't I create something that will help people to, pack everything, look all nice and tight? And that's how the idea of Spanx came about. Now, the first thing she did, which is what I shared last week, was she paid attention. The second thing which I'm focusing on today is that she began to feel the pain and discomfort of people. First of all, her own pain, but also the pain of other people. Okay? So, if you want to generate next level wealth creation ideas, you need to have empathy. All right? Empathy, not exploitation. Now, this is not about how can I exploit people's struggles, how can I exploit people's pain. No, this is about how can I feel what they're feeling. Okay? And if you look at some of the most game-changing ideas in the recent century, it's really from people who felt people's pain. A guy goes to a meeting in New York with his friend, found out how difficult it was to hail a taxi, and decided there must be a better way. And funny enough, what was happening to him in New York, I remember that there was a time that I didn't have a car, and I used to feel so uncomfortable to either walk to the bus stop or the taxi park to get a taxi. But he did something about the pain he felt. He did something about the discomfort he felt, and Uber was born. All right? And so many ideas like that. People have felt the pain and felt the discomfort and felt empathy for people that had the pain. I've heard people say that, somebody noticed that people had alopecia or had a hair problem or had a skin problem. They felt the struggles of people. and they said, gosh, how can we create a solution to solve this problem? They saw how people were suffering from one thing or the other, and they decided how can they create a solution, and that solution became a next level wealth creation idea that made them very wealthy. Okay, so the first thing, empathy, not exploitation. The second thing is identify frustrations, not victims. What does this mean? Look for common frustrations that people are facing daily. Everywhere you are, there's a frustration people are dealing with. There's a lady who saw that people were finding it hard to get to work on time because they got to the bus stop. It was difficult for them to get a bus. And she decided that why don't I create an app where people can just book bus service maybe for their staff or for themselves as individuals, so that they have some certainty that they can get to work at the right time. She created a bus app service, a bus hailing service, and basically the rest is history. She's raised millions and millions of dollars from that idea. Okay, so just listen to what are the common things that people are facing around you in your daily life. Okay, or with specific tasks. Some people, like I heard the story about the guy that created Calendly, who's also a Nigerian like me, and he noticed that booking meetings were difficult. All the back and forth of emails. I want to schedule. Is this day good for you? Is this day not good for you? Now we all schedule. We just send people a Calendly link. They choose the time convenient for them, and the rest is history. Of course, that's why the company is a billion-dollar company. So can you see the patterns? People are looking at the pain points of others. People are having empathy. People are identifying with their frustrations. They're not trying to make them victims or exploit them. They're trying to say, oh gosh, how can we make this thing better? Okay? Even in our company, I remember something that used to happen to me. I was heading up a project at one point as a consultant. We were trying to introduce technology to the informal sector. So the more I went into the market, talked to people, the more I heard them saying, we need money for our business now. If you want to come and sell us technology, we need capital. The more I dealt with traders, okay, sometime in the past of my life, I used to have a fashion brand. The more I went to the market, dealt with traders, saw their discomfort, the more I began to have compassion, develop empathy for their desires, which finally led us to create our company that was formerly named Owafara, but we now operate as Ruzo. So can you see, identifying with the frustrations of people is a way to create a next level business or generate a next level idea that will create wealth for you. So what do you need to do? The first thing is you research and you observe. Like I said last week, pay attention. Look at current trends. Look at social media. Look at what people are talking about. Look at headlines, newspaper headlines. Just observe. Be very observant, which is why pay attention is the first thing. Then the second thing is do a deep dive. Don't stop there. Have conversations, okay? We call that market research. So talk to people. Understand their pain points. So I've been doing work with my doctoral degree. And one of the things you do, of course, when you're doing a doctorate is that you do research. I've had some interesting conversations with women about gender, financial inclusion and everything. And some of these discussions have made me cry, like literally cry. There was a conversation I had the other day about a woman who was living with her primary abuser because he was paying the bills. Like you hear these conversations and you feel the pain, okay? And then you can identify what the specific pain points that are causing discomfort. The story of that woman is because she wasn't financially empowered. She didn't have money. Okay, if she had her own money, why would she be tolerating the stay with somebody who was physically abusing her? So those are the kind of things. And the third thing is you need to be solution oriented. Okay, I'm going to talk more about that next week. So you need to think about it. Oh my God, you feel the pain. This person is going through this. My colleagues have this discomfort. What do I need to do? Okay, you hear things like, oh my God, people are having long commutes. I shared the story. Okay, they develop an app. Difficulty finding childcare. Somebody developed an app. Okay, feeling overwhelmed with information overload. Somebody developed an app. So everything that was created that is next level started by people who felt the pain of other people, and from feeling the pain, they were able to come up with solutions. And so that's my challenge for you this week. I want you to tell me in the comment below, what pain and frustrations of people have you been observing, or even your own personal frustrations? Okay, let's discuss in the comment below and let's decide how that can translate into your next level wealth creation idea. Now, if you found this video useful, like I said, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comment below that added value to you. Share what you learned and then share with members of your community so that together we will build wealth through creating next level wealth building ideas. I look forward to reading from you, and I will continue this series again next week. Take care.